Hey guys, guess who just got their bonus? Not me. This is from the boss for you, Bob.
Oh, thanks, Chica.
Anything for me?
No.
Whoa! Look, I got a promotion since I've been such a great host.
Great job, Bob. It's not like I've been pulling everyone's weight here.
Hey, you're right. You haven't been. Hello, and welcome back to B&B News. I'm your host, Bob.
Co-host. And I'm Barbara, your other host.
Come in, Barbara, Barbara and Bob. Bob's just here to do his job. B&B News. This is not a bed and breakfast. Ba-da-bum.
Wasn't that lovely, folks?
Yes, it was. Why don't we tell the people about ourselves, Bob? Bob.
Oh, okay. Hello. I'm Bob.
Yes, they knew that. And I'm Barbara. I graduated from Yale for journalism. I've worked here for 5 years now.
Oh, I'm Bob. I'm a pet hermit crab.
That's fascinating, Bob.
We have quite the story for you folks. Now, Barbara, as my co-host, how do you feel about goats?
Well, as a host, I quite love the little stinkers, as long as they're not eating my clothes.
If you think eating clothes is bad, wait till you hear about this.
Bob, you need to turn your head this way so we can move on.
Did you hear about the new senior discount they added to Artie's?
Sally, now what did I tell you about those discounts? Them's are for the elderly, and we are not the elderly.
Have you looked at yourself lately, Russ? Did you hear that, Russ?
How could I if I'm so old?
Oh, come on, you know that's not what I meant.
What was that? Is that a sheep? What would sheeps be doing out here?
Oh, so now you believe me? Oh, my word, Russ, come look, you will not believe this.
Those ain't sheep, those are goats!
What are you doing down there?
I'm afraid of goats.
Afraid of goats?
Well,
Really?
it's a phobia, actually. It's called goatophobia.
Russ, we gotta do something. Now they're eating the hose.
Alrighty, goats, prepare to die!
Too late, Russ.
Ow.
Well, aren't those little rascals getting into trouble, Bob? Well, with our next... Wait, seems we're getting something from headquarters?
Is it a gift? Do they know? They probably know that it's my hermit crab's birthday today. Like,
Breaking news, Bob!
yes, Barbara?
Local Florida man has gone missing and presumed dead after Hurricane Tortilla.
Barbara, it's tortilla.
Potential witnesses are arguing if it was the work of the alligator or the man's wife. It was definitely the wife. They're always up late at night, arguing and hollering at all late hours of the night. They keep my poor baby boy awake.
Oh, no, I know it was that darn gator. I was there to see it. I seen him doing that sharp thing and then that death roller thing that they do. Took the arm clean off. Definitely not a sight to see for the kiddos. But if you got that on tape, go ahead and send it my way. Anywho's, it was a very grisly sight, so I know it wasn't the wife. It wasn't me. I mean the wife.
Isn't this exciting, Barbara? Our own unsolved mystery. And in a hurricane, no doubt. Should we place bets on who did it?
Absolutely not. A man has lost his life. This is no point for placing bets. This is very unprofessional of you. Never mind. Let's just Cut down to Channel J down on the coast, why don't we?
On the topic of too much water, a man was stranded for an entire month on an island after his private yacht shipwrecked.
We took a statement from him regarding his outlook on the following incident. Let's see if his philosophy on life has changed.
Well, there was so much water, or rather, I was just steering and navigating the ship all alone until she rolled on the side. Now, Fiona, my dearest, I bought her, same difference, because I knew that she was going to be the sturdiest. However, she had to give her sweet life just for me to stay alive, and I made it onto the island. She was so good. I had to ration her parts for the fire, of course. My dear Fiona. But then I survived, and now here I am, back on the mainland.
And have your thoughts on the class system changed with your time as someone with no money?
No.
Okay.
I suppose that ends that story. Back to you in the studio.
What?
You know, Barbara, I don't think he worked hard for that company.
I don't think so either.
Being given a company as a child doesn't seem like hard work, you know? Like my mom comes over every now and then, you know, to make me my favorite mac and cheese.
That's right, Bob. Speaking of children, this child was reported missing in the forest. There has been an intense search party for him, and he joined it? Yep, right here. He joined a search party for himself. That's something you would do.
That was fun.
Tommy here got lost in the forest on a Boy Scout retreat. He saw his search party and joined in, walking and yelling his name. To preface, he is 12 years old. Tommy, how did this even happen, man?
Well, I got lost, and so I was lost, and I heard people yelling my Tommy. I heard people yelling my name, Tommy, my name, and so I thought it was a game, and so it was a game, so I joined, and I felt special.
Okay. Why didn't you tell anyone that you were with them? How did they not see you? I have so many questions.
Well, they're from a different troop. I don't know them. They're troop 1298, and they didn't know me. And also, yeah.
Okay, well, I still don't understand why you didn't just tell them it was you. They were going to all this trouble, working so hard to find you, and you didn't tell them.
Well, my mom said, never tell anyone your phone number, your street address, or your name. Love you, sweetie.
Why do you talk with a stutter?
Huh?
You just did a perfect impression of your mom without stuttering. Why do you stutter? It just doesn't. None of this makes any sense. Oh my God, this day has been long. Well, Tommy joined the search party for himself. Back to you, Barbara.
With all this excitement and those we've lost.
Lost! Get it? Because we've had 2 stories about people going missing.
Yes. Ha ha ha. So funny. Anyways, as I was saying, let's shift into a lighter note. You mean like this? No, Bob.
Oh, perfect. This is the time we can talk about that gruesome murder. You know, I heard he got his whole arm bitten off. And
No! No, Bob. I meant let's talk about the fundraiser for our local animal shelter, adorably named Pause for a Cause.
Oh, yes. All of those cute little hamsters and puppies. Oh, and the kittens, too. You know, Barbara, I heard that alligators eat little fluff balls like that.
Anyways, let's see how those animals are doing.
Oh, look at that little one in the corner. So cute and fluffy.
That orange tabby cat is named Inigo Montoya, and he can be yours if you stop down by Pause for a Cause and help these struggling animals.
You know? Oh, and there's a bunny, okay? His name is Fluffy, boring and unoriginal, but still fluffy nonetheless. Don't you think so, my lovely co-host?
I am not your co-host! That's it! I've had enough of your idiocy!
Oh, she's taking me to the city.
Wasn't that funny, Bob? Wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
We can get so into our work sometimes. We have so much fun together, right?
Of course. You're practically my work wife.
Next up, a freshman at a local high school is going to tell us about their first high school dance experiment.
I was so excited for my first high school dance. I found the perfect dress. Me and my friends have been waiting for this night since 8th grade graduation. However, due to COVID, there were some changes. It was outside, which I didn't really mind. I was just happy to have my first high school dance. But some of my classmates were still worried. They were worried about mosquitoes, rain, their hair, of course. But we didn't think to be worried about pigeons. Well, okay, we had just gotten to the dance. We made our way to the dance floor. It was all covered by a tent. We were having an amazing time. And then I heard like a ripping noise. And I looked up and I saw a beak peeking through the roof of the tent. It was so funny at first. And then there was like 40 more ripping noises. And that's when I felt it drop on my head. Bird poop. It ran down my face, down my dress, into my shoes. I was attacked by pigeons.
What a memorable dance, Barbara. What was your high school dance like?
Actually, I ended up being prom queen my senior year. What?
I thought that was a joke, funny joke. I mean, her prom queen.
It wasn't a joke. I was really... Doesn't matter. Whatever. Gary, what's the next story? Yes. For those of you who have been following the story of Todd, the missing Florida man, we have an update.
Yes, we do. The wife, Susan, has been arrested for, you know, the word that you use when you unalive someone.
Are you trying to say murder?
Oh, murder! The wife has been tried for the murder of her husband, even though I think it was the alligator. It would make for such a better story.
Well, Bob, I'm sure Todd would agree with you and would rather his life love him than murder him.
Yes, well, poor man. Such bad luck. Unlike him, I know how to keep my women happy.
Let's not do that now, Bob. Here's live footage of the wife now.
It's gonna be our 73rd anniversary, but then, or was it 37? I can't remember. We've been together for so long. Why would I kill my Todd? I loved him so much.
A local creator on TikTok is revolutionizing the fashion world by introducing their distinct style and helping others find their own. Bob, why don't you take this one?
Okay. November Rain has been studying fashion at the Rhode Island Art Institute since 2016. Despite having little to no popularity in the field, they've created a legacy for themselves, on TikTok no less. It's admirable truly. Being a media creator as part of a group, often ignored, is difficult. Even more so when one starts from scratch. November has done thorough research on the algorithms that social medias use in order to reach wider audiences and spread awareness for their queer folks. Their persistence has paid off, as big names like Bucci are looking into the artists to hire.
Bob, this level of intensity is unprecedented from you.
As an up-and-coming creator with cultural impact, like this is no joke, Barbara.
Moving forward, we have a clip from an up-and-coming movie, Two Halves of a Soul, coming to theater near you on October 19th, 2022. Let's take a look. Do you concede? Why would I? The fun has just begun. Come on, is that all you've got? Where'd all your fire go? Did I snuff out your flame?
Don't you condescend me. I am tired, okay? I have been fighting all day. I have been shot at, and I've lost quite a bit of blood.
Wait, you were shot?
I thought you knew, considering all this blood.
Who?
What?
Who shot you?
Funny enough, the police, they were aiming at you.
Oh, poor you. Always doing the right thing for the greater good. How disgusting.
Of course you won't understand. You are just so selfish. All you care about is you.
Do you realize how many times I could have ended you? I could have won. I could have this entire city on its knees. But no. Why? Because I care. I worry every time I leave a fight. Did I go too hard? Did I break anything? Did I leave any scars? How could I not care when you're the only good thing in my life?
This doesn't make any sense. You care about me?
How could I not? You're my sun. You warm me up and light up my darkest moments. You're the one my heart aches for when I go to sleep at night. I want to get lost in your eyes. I want to fight with you till the end of time.
You're telling me this now? After all the fighting, all the bloodshed, all the yelling matches? You almost killed the city more times than I can count. You almost killed us with the bionuclear bomb. This city doesn't like you.
Do you like me?
Yes.
And that's all that matters.
The drama, the love, the cinematic masterpiece. I'd watch that a million times, and then a million times more.
Yes.
I'd go see that.
Yes, Bob, we understand. But it's that time again. Let's go see what's up with the weather.
Gary, what's up with those clouds today?
Well, other than the hurricane, it's actually very clear this week. No clouds. Very sunny and hot. The calm is before and after the storm this time.
But it's September.
Well, it's only a few days after August, and global warming rates have been rising these past few years.
No. I think the official term is Earth hothetism.
Are you sure, Gary? There seems to be something wrong with reading. I know that after a hurricane, there's usually a...
Are you the meteorologist here? Bob? Barbara? I don't think so. Oh, Barbara, you with your high and mighty Yale degree in journalism. Well, what did you even do with that degree? Nothing. You just read off a teleprompter. And Bob, I have nothing to even say about you. You're just so... Ugh! You know what? I quit.
Well, that was uncalled for. I worked hard for that degree. Oh, Bob, wasn't that funny? Ah-ha-ha-ha! What? Well, on to our next story.
Alrighty, folks, we have even more breaking news. What an exciting day. No more stories about the coffee pots.
Are you going to tell us what that news is, Bob?
Oh, of course I am, Barbara. Excuse my co-host. She could be a little bit of an airhead.
I am not a co-host.
Down at a local high school, a librarian who was recently fired didn't take it very well. Take it away, Harry.
Hello. I'm here at Brentville High with the principal, Jacob Jacobson, and he's going to tell us about a recent situation that happened to him.
Well, basically, I had fired my librarian, right? She was using the school computer to pose as Hillary Clinton. So, I fire her. And then, that night, I get a call from my head of our security department saying to come up immediately. Come to find out, it was the librarian that I had fired that day.
What in the world was she doing in school at night?
Well, we woke up to find her with a canvas bag full of books.
Books from the school library?
Yup.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. Did you get the books back?
Nope. All she stole was a bunch of Nicholas Sparks romance novels that no one had checked out in years, so not too worried about it.
Oh, well, thanks for taking the time to explain the situation to me and the folks at home. Back to you, Barbara.
That's good. Take 5.
I don't know how much more I can take of this man. The amount of stupidity I have to deal with is astronomical. I don't know how much more I can deal with this pig-brained, cow-toed pea-man. I went to Yale, for heaven's sake. Does that not mean anything to these people? If he calls me co-host one more time.
On in 5.
I was right! It was the alligator. The alligator was just arrested for the murder of Todd.
That's great. You placed a bet on a man's murderer and won. In our next story, we have a woman who boards her flight to New Mexico to find that her seat is in the plane's toilet. Take it away, Harry.
Hello, folks, and I'm here with Miss Sabrina Merriweather, who's going to tell us about her recent experience with American Airlines. Tell me, Miss Merriweather, what were your first thoughts when you realized where you would be sitting for your flight?
Well, at first I was very confused because it was the bathroom. But then I realized, hey, this will be a lot easier than having to cross over people and walk down a tiny aisle just to use the bathroom.
How did the flight attendants handle the situation?
Well, obviously they laughed at me because they thought I was joking. But then once I showed them my ticket, they realized, oh, so they apologized and then upgraded me to first class. I actually enjoyed the experience.
Wow, that is quite the extravagant apology. I wish I got seated in the bathroom. Well, thank you for taking the time to explain the situation to me and the folks at home. Have a nice vacation.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey folks, I'm here at the Space Company Place, and I've been talking to some of the lucky passengers of this innovative flight, or unlucky, if they're to be heated. Several of the civilians have reportedly been outraged over the lack of receiving the astronaut wings, the acclaimed medal that signifies one's special role in a journey to space. Why don't you tell a bit about ourselves?
I am Jiffany Wales, and I was an integral part of this mission.
What did you do?
I brought moral support.
Ah, right. Well, the standards to meet in order to receive the metal have been sequentially raised, and you have to have an active part in the technical aspect of the mission.
Which is darn unfair. Those stingy directors know how much I contributed. They are just jealous I contributed more than half the people on there. This is ridiculous.
Right. Well, with that, we're going to go back to James and John. I've been Jim Hempson, and this is Tiffany Wales, and by golly, does she.
We have a fight on Channel 17 where a workout program, a popular soap opera, a cooking show, and an official announcement from the president himself are all fighting over a spot at the current airing time on Channel 17. Although Channel 17 is very popular, airtime slots are growing slim. Because of this, we are required to share their subtitles, as this announcement from our president seems to be about our latest trip to the space with lab rats. This can be the future of our medicinal uses for rocks from the moon.
I want to do it. Let me read it.
Bob, this takes a delicate touch. I really don't.
I can do it. Nonsense. I'll take it from here. Don't worry. Your pretty little head won't need. Okay? I can do this. Okay? Take a whisk and really beat your arthritic mother that's rich, especially coming from the man who was raised by feral monkeys which contracted hepatitis. They of course had to be put down, and now we're using rats. One NASA authorian said, "Sometimes I cry in the shower." You're not fooling anyone. All you've ever cared about is your glutes. If you want a good burning, rub them down in some olive oil, rosemary, and a pinch of salt. We're ready to put it in the oven all along with everything. Taxpayer dollars. I wanted it to be absolutely clear that I have no body hair. Some people say yes, some people say no. I say, don't be afraid to let it envelope you in its aroma. This is an easy recipe. If you can't learn this, then you can call me a specific rat toilet and complex mazes. Surprisingly, there are 20 pounds of human fat in a jar. Don't say you can't, because very few have died in the process. The details of the program are vital to the national security. So naturally, the White House will slap that mug face off you. I've loved you ever since I heard you sing. You've sounded like... But it's over now. I'm never coming back. You can forward my mail to the cold heart of space. Thank you, and see you in Skinny Town, population U. I think the teleprompter had an issue.
While we're fixing that up, let's cut down to Harry, who's at Cold Brick and Coldensack, where things seem to be vanishing. Harry?
Thank you, Barbara. Locals are saying that their house pets are disappearing out of thin air. Here's an interview with Tabby Mittens and some other neighbors to explain the situation.
My cat, Mr. Snuffles McRuffles III, vanished into thin air, just like my husband. That was 6 years ago. He was just laying on the couch, my snuffly wuffly, and he disappeared. There was this big ball of green light, and he was just gone without a trace, like my dear Edward. And there was also
Loud humming that made the whole house tremble. I was playing Mario Kart and it shook me off of Rainbow Road. I took off my headset and I heard it. Loud enough to make my eardrums burst.
It was aliens.
Aliens? Can you elaborate on that?
I mean, a ball of green light, loud rumbling noises, animals disappearing. It was aliens.
Do you have any proof? You can't just make up assumptions without any actual information.
Dude, just look in the sky. Nice dog. Pretty good idea, huh? Do you see how fast they were running? It was a mile away by now. You wanna go get ice cream? Yeah, let's go.
Good evening, viewers, and today's news comes from an ex-yoga teacher who supposedly started a fire. Here's a clip.
I didn't do it. I didn't do anything.
Ma'am, no one said anything.
Oh, well, then Sheriff Cardi, best be on your way then.
Now hold on a minute. Why would you assume I thought you did something?
I don't even know what's going on. I don't know.
You sure about that? I'm pretty sure I saw you tossing matches over there to your right. And how do you not notice that blazing fire going on? Just bright as Mr. Clean Shiny Head.
I don't know. I don't know.
Ma'am, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to take you in.
What about the Fourth Amendment? You can't search me. You can't arrest me. You can't arrest me without a warrant. I know my rights.
I have a warrant in my pocket stating that I can. Ma'am, you are under arrest for suspicious arson charges.
What if I confess, will it make my sentence shorter?
Best tell the truth now.
Well, okay, I did it all right, I did it.
May I ask why?
Well, yoga doesn't calm me down anymore, which is ironic considering it's my day job, but it just doesn't no more. My therapist told me to burn anything I hate in a controlled environment, and I knew you would come right away and control the environment. That it was a win-win. I trusted you.
You hate nature?
No, I hate my yoga mat.
We've had a very eventful day. Don't you agree, Bob?
Oh, yes. Definitely one to remember.
Oh, wow, look at the time. Looks like our time's up. Stick around, though. This channel has 13-hour marathon of Cat Dog, Wander Over Yonder, and Casey Undercover.
No more news?
No more news, Bob.
Well, then I must say goodbye and hello.